I think for me, I realized in my 30s probably that what I really liked to do and was good at was to help individuals and organizations meet their potential. And as a result, I began to think back over early days. I even had some experiences that I realized that were good tips, and I had them to use with nonprofits. If you've ever watched the movie Hoosiers, is about basketball. What I realized was I developed a technique to kind of take in everything that was going on the court, both what the competitors were doing, what the other team members were doing, where we are relative to the basket, and that became kind of court sense. And then combining that with Cornell, my statistics teacher, got us to think about the cost of perfect information, which then you don't need perfect information to make a good decision if you understand what the driving forces are relative to that decision. And so by doing that, that became kind of a habit. Make a decision and then manage the consequences. One of the ones that people seem to remember about me and Applied and in the nonprofits that I worked with, that the saying that good news is no news is bad news, and bad news is good news if you do something about it. And it's just a great theme to keep in mind, and that way you don't get surprised, and you can build a successful, predictable, implementing type of culture in your company, in your organization. I think, most people who have an interest in leadership have the ability to develop, but they need to take the responsibility for the development into their hands. So I would encourage you to take your own responsibility about building your own list of tips, and you can use some of these to start with, but you should build your own that are important to you, and you'll gather them over time. One thing that gives me hope is the potential of the nonprofit world, and that's been a great satisfaction for us, is to see nonprofits accomplish new things and make a difference. And if they can lead and manage better, they'll do even more.